What's up, everybody? Here's a different daily. Can you daily a dual sport in the city? Why not? Let's check it out. So it's a crazy thing thinking about daily or not daily. The V2 on the freeway, that Streetfighter, man, can't compare anything to that on the freeway. Unless, of course, I bought a V4. But this is a completely different level of, I don't know what the right word is, anxiety. Getting on the V2 in the morning is this sense of anticipation and, you know, fear, for lack of a better word. I know on that bike I'm probably going to run over 200 every day I get on it. But getting on the GasGas, this is the ES 700, complete sense of relaxation, no fatigue. It's just like going back in time to, you know, when I was a kid riding dirt bikes. No thought about hanging on for my life. Let's go for a spin. So, close to my house here, probably 10 minutes away. Let's order up a Starbucks since we're not sending any land speed records today. Your order will be ready in 3 to 6 minutes. Nice. Funny thing riding the ES 700, I have a quick shift, but I'm pretty tempted to use my clutch all the time, just from all the dirt bikes that I rode. Seems like the natural thing to do. It's kind of funny. It's kind of like a step back in technology. You know, I still have anti-lock brakes. I've got my ABS set on front only. Still have traction control and that kind of stuff. But I've got it set up as low as it can go. But I'm not worried about riding modes and, you know, being in sport mode. Am I gonna rocket my bike off the road or burn out or do wheelies? Not that I can't do wheelies. But it's that whole drop down to like analog biking that takes the worry off being, you know, at the peak of the sport. And I don't know if that makes sense, but part of buying a Ducati for sure is the tech. And that V2 has everything you could imagine. But when you don't want to go full speed, full send, you don't need all that stuff. Blasting through some traffic here. So don't get me wrong, this is still 700cc motorcycle. I'm still faster than every car in traffic, and so, you know, I'm not going on the freeway today, but no worries about dodging in and out of traffic. Like I said, I've got the quick shift. This is super nimble on the fly. I can zip around any cars I need to. And actually, you know, you would think this moto position is, you know, stiff or, you know, uncomfortable. This bike is actually super comfortable. The 700's got a pretty big seat. I'm not a small guy. Very comfortable as a daily. The upright position, of course, is fantastic. I haven't put any risers on this bike. You know, coming off of a street bike, you know, I haven't spent a ton of time standing up and riding off-road, but it would never occur to me that this bike isn't set up tall enough in the bars. So it is super comfortable. One thing here is you see me shifting gears. I'm still in my braking period, so I'm trying not to over rev the bike. I'm almost there, so as soon as I get through this break-in, we'll wind this up. But you know, comparing back to freeway riding and, you know, doing long, you know, even in my 30-minute commute, I'm pretty much 4th and 5th gear the whole way to work if I go that way. This is just relaxing time. It's summertime. Here it's been really hot in Calgary this last couple of weeks. This morning is, oh, I was gonna look on my computer and see what the temperature is because I would have that on my Ducati, but this computer doesn't have anything. I think they said it was gonna be about 12 degrees Celsius, so kind of in the 60s. It's nice and cool. Got my leathers on and just gonna take it easy. Now, if there is a drawback to using this as a daily, you can probably imagine a 700cc dirt bike is not the smallest bike in the world. If I try to go 2 feet, I'm definitely on my toes. And so stopping at lights, putting one foot down, I mean, it is what it is. Sometimes I'll slide on the saddle a little bit and, you know, kind of scooch over onto one side. Because, you know, there's a lot of stopping in the city. But that would be about the only drawback. I've actually been thinking about buying a second seat because there is a lowered seat that's about 20 mils lower. And I think that would just give me the difference. I'm also wearing my Dionyse runners. Like, these are fully armored runners, but they're way lower profile than my boots. I ride enduro boots with this bike. And so I'm probably that 2 centimeters taller when I'm on my enduro bike. Or not enduro bike, when I'm wearing my enduro boots. Making up a little time there. Just watching my speedo. My break-in period says I'm not allowed to go over 130, and that's in 6th gear, so that would be really low revs, kind of punching it out. I could probably hit 130 for sure in 5th, if not in 4th, but we'll just follow the rules here. You know, I was watching the other day, I think it was just yesterday, Yami Noob came out with his top speed important or is it necessary video. And, you know, of course I got fired up right away because I ride my Streetfighter at top speed almost every day. Yeah, it's important when you're out and you're blasting and you just want to wind it up. But the other thing is, you know, no one rides around at 250 or 260. If I see a stretch of, you know, 5 or 6 cars and I want to pass them all and I just punch it, I'll be going 250 in a few seconds. And so, yeah, I'm not running speed runs on the freeway, but can I just punch it and get there? 100%. And so is that important? Yes, because I love going fast. Why would I buy a V2 and, you know, trade in my Monster of all things? That bike would probably go 230 if I didn't want to go faster. The whole point of my V2 was to go faster than my other bike. The whole point of this bike is not that at all. And so, you know, that's my comment to people out there looking at bikes and do I need a leader bike or like a V2 or, you know, there's other crazy fast bikes out there. If you never are going to approach those top speeds, 100% that's not necessary. If you are, yeah, it's the only way to get there. But can I have just as much fun on, you know, this in a different way? Sure I can. Now how about some Starbucks on the way, since I'm in biker mode. Dual sport mode, I don't worry about getting there so fast. Just gonna pull up and pick up my Starbucks order. That's what I normally do is I'll bring a little thermos, pick up my Starbucks and just pour it in there when I'm ready. Morning. Thanks. Explore a little ledge here. Nice. All those people who are like, you can't commute on a bike, you can't get a coffee on the way to work, blah blah blah. Oh, spilled a little bit. Yeah, I can. Only actually I don't drink coffee. This is a chai latte. Let's wipe that off a little bit. We're good. Props to this little cup thermos too. It's actually totally watertight, so it won't leak in my bag. Now usually this 2-minute stop, because I have no extra time, will probably make me late for work. So my Waze app says it's 8:34 to get to work for my 8:30 start time. So enough talking about how slow this bike is. Let's see if we can make up 4 minutes. Oh, not if I get the first red light. Good thing my boss is not that intense. If you're watching, buddy, I'm on the way to work. Okay, buddy, get through that turning lane. Oh, nice old school badge on that hood of that Mercedes. Let's do it. Speaking of wheelies. Now, do these knobby tires corner like a Ducati? No, you gotta be a little careful on speed corners. Much higher center of gravity, which is very comfortable, but yeah, not built for the ultimate speed around corners. But you'll see here on the freeway cruising out, you know, I think the speed limit here is probably 80 or 100. I can cruise at 120, 130, not even revving the engine, just comfortable. And we'll get through some traffic here. See if I can cut down that time. I've already got it down 1 minute. I used to call this the Waze game, because Waze will tell me if there's police, and so whatever time it takes me, or it says it takes me to get somewhere, I just try to beat it. Traffic. So of course, like I said, this is a pretty cool morning for temperature. So not heated up at all. If I was parked in traffic for a long time, yeah, it could get hot. But not hot like Ducati hot. And my V2 Streetfighter, a lot of people say that pipe under the seat gets super hot. It's not crazy hot. They should go try to ride that Monster 937. That thing will roast your legs all day. My top speed I'm supposed to ride in 6th gear, top gear, is 130. This bike is much more comfortable at 130 in 5th gear. But I'll just follow the rule. Yeah. One thing I was really disappointed, separate from this bike, is when I play my music in my audio with my music system. What side is it? I was kind of hoping you guys could hear it in my mic when I'm talking, but you can't. So gonna make up some time here, gonna throw on some Metallica and go blast through some more cars. wobble there. Should probably check my tire pressures. That was probably 140. Oops, went over the limit a little bit. So the V Max, there's actually a sticker on an ES 700 when you buy it, saying the max speed is 160k or 100 miles an hour. This motor is plenty capable of doing more than that, but the tires, not so much. It's pretty damn high. Have to get used to, you know, not so much when I'm just riding because I leave it in gear, but when I'm stopping and putting it into neutral, I have to basically like lean over on my right, put my foot down, shift it into neutral, or try to shift to neutral before I come to a stop, but I don't usually do that. And then switch back to the other foot so I can put the kickstand down and then lean over. Pretty funny. So, can you daily the ES 700 dual sport, you know, versus V2 Streetfighter? Hell yeah. It's super fun. I could do this all day and never get tired of it. The you know, the traffic and the kind of the slow moving, you know, way, the route that I went today, it's just a lighter feeling. Like, I don't care. And you guys can see in the video, I definitely bombed through traffic, but it's not like the intensity. Maybe that's the word I was looking for before. The intensity of sitting on the V2 is something else. And that's 155 horsepowers of, you know, I'm gonna kill you if you don't stay on your game. Because I ride it at like 9/10 all the time. So, totally different vibe, totally relaxed. You know, my neck feels good. I only had to tuck there. Like, I think one time I went, you know, a little faster than my governor says I should. Stopped for Starbucks and totally chill riding into work. So can we do this? Yeah, we can. Thanks for watching. See y'all again soon. Cheers. 8:30. Just changed to 8:31. Made it. Well, I can tell you one thing. Getting back on this bike at the end of the day, when it's 32 degrees out, it's a much cooler experience than sitting on the V2. Man, right now the V2 would probably be like 104 degrees. This feels great. Shirts open. Always feel like on a dirt bike you should be like shirtless with no helmet or something. So much fun. Unless of course you get a red light. It's the only red light out here. Look, I'm in the middle of frickin' nowhere. Oh well. That's what I get for talking about how not hot it is. It's really fucking hot.